20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The one because it's kind of like
Let's see.
might as well.
How does it look? Okay, everyone, we're gonna start in like about 4 minutes. That way, we see if any more people drop in. In like 4 minutes or so, just gather like just around here. That way, you guys can just like see it better, I guess. Yeah, so blah 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 blah. Okay. I'm gonna put this on. I'm hungry. At least they should know. Actually, there's one thing I want to leave on. Okay, everyone, let's gather around here. Okay, so everyone, just like just sit closer, like this around like this area. Robinson over here too. I don't bite, so go ahead. Devon, why are you sitting right there? This is more because let's see, so it's right around here. A little closer. Let's see if I can get everyone. Almost everyone. Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. No, it's good afternoon, everyone. So, everyone, welcome to the third general meeting. Thank you all for coming. And let's get started. So, we're in the third week, and we'll just be covering over like the things that we are asked you guys last week, doing your preliminary searches. And don't worry if you guys are not like ready to present like anything like fully. That's totally fine. It is a preliminary search. We're not asking you to do to like research like seriously yet. Okay. So this meeting will be covering again your presentations. Just a quick spiel of what you guys found. You're also going to get some like critique and some feedback on what you guys might find. Also team finalization. So I know that a lot of you just dove into your research and like, hey, I don't feel like I want to do this. So I want to change topics now. So this is an opportunity for you guys to switch topics, switch teams if necessary. Like for prosthetics, if you guys aren't all here, we need to like pretty much split you guys up because 6 people is too large of a group. We do some refinement on like your problem statement and maybe some of your ideal solutions if you have any. And then we're also going to pretty much talk about finalizing the meeting times for our meetings. And also we'll be covering our communication app, Slack. So some quick announcements about BMEidea. So about like a week ago, BMEidea won the college engineering grant competition. So we managed to get $1,217 for you guys, and we've been using it towards your projects. And Bhavan, do you remember if they gave us like a date on when it will be deposited into our account? Do you remember? Didn't mention anything? Okay, yeah. But we're still waiting on the Student Activities Awards where we requested $2,000. So if that comes through, then in total you guys have about $3,000 so we can put into your projects. And the announcement date for that I think is around November. So it's going to be kind of late, but I think at least with 1,200 we'll be fine for now. Some upcoming events. Again, we're going to stress about the BMES conference that is student run and it's held next year on April 2nd. So if you guys are interested in volunteering, and this is pretty much recommended, mainly so then you guys have a lot of opportunities to network and also a lot more like teamwork with other BMES members. If you're all interested, you can sign up now. Just email Jessica Horton, our VP of Conference, and her email is right here. So, okay. And then next week we have the MIT Hackathon in San Francisco. Who's going to that? Anyone here? No? Raise them high. Raise them high. That way we know. Maybe. Okay, so we have 2 people. Okay. If you guys go, then just remember just take pictures. That way we have like a little album we can share with BMES and BMEidea. How about the Stanford Hackathon? Anyone signed up for that yet? One, two. I see two. Anyone else? No? Okay, so I think the deadline was supposed to be the 8th, but I think it's already like filled up already, so I don't think anyone can register anymore. But for you two who are also going, also remember, also take pictures. And yeah, hope you guys win those competitions or those hackathons. Next week, on the 8th, we have the BMES bowling, the 6 teams, and there's going to be a competition, a tournament. Prizes going to be awarded to the winning team. So if you're interested in meeting other BMES members, you can sign up there on the website sjsubmes.org/events. So yeah, let's see. Okay, some other things that's also going on. In 2 weeks is the National BMES Conference in Philadelphia. So that Friday, I think it's the 18th, I think, we're not going to have a meeting, okay? But that entire week right there is just pretty much be dedicated to you guys to just focus on research. October 24th, we have a speaker event with BMES with HeartFlow. Cardiovascular team, this is probably an event that you want to also attend. And if you are, and the RSVP for lunch with the speaker is officially closed, but then we could probably squeeze in one more person. So if you're interested in attending the lunch, which is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., and you guys will be able to like network with the speaker as well as comp-sci nursing major students and faculty, just let me know. That way I can sign you guys up. Okay. And then again, we'll also have a Christmas in the Park in December, and it's going to be before finals. We haven't decided a date yet, but we'll eventually send you guys a form for you guys to fill out to see what days it's available for you guys to join us for this event. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into presentations. Okay, so what we're looking for your little short presentation, just present what you guys found within the week. Explain pretty much to us, what's your topic? I mean, you could say, oh yeah, my topic is cancer, but let's just say if someone just was living in a cave and they don't know what cancer is. Just give like a brief description of what your topic is, and then the problem that you're addressing. So each of your topics you should be looking into what kind of problem you're trying to address, and also you should be talking about, is it long term, is it short term? If I have a fractured arm, is that like, and I need like a cast, is that like a long term thing, or is it short term? How many months, or maybe years, maybe? And then some current solutions to your current problems. So like, again, if you have a fractured arm, cast there. Some idea solutions. So these are some of just like the preliminary ideas that you guys just thought about of doing so to address the problems that you research. Briefly describe what it is, and then like rank, if you have like a list of like solutions, rank like which one's like your favorite, and then also, is it feasible? Is it within your capabilities to actually make any of these solutions? And then anything else that is worth noting, just go ahead and just tell us, okay? So again, it's not a test, this is not a test at all, this is just all preliminary research and just pretty much giving you guys a demo of what you guys be experiencing this entire academic year. And we just ask that you guys just try to keep the presentation under 5 minutes. That way we don't stay here for one presentation that's going to be like 3 minutes long. We don't want that. And also, you guys also be presenting as a group, so everyone's going to pretty much stand up and then present. If one person's speaking and they forgot something, help each other out. Okay? So, let's see. So we're going to give you guys 3 minutes to prep. Get into your groups right now, and then talk amongst yourself, and then see if you guys can put together a quick presentation. Okay? You guys know where your groups are? Okay, what groups do we have here? What group is over here? Wheelchair? Everyone right here? Okay. Anyone? Us three? You three? What group is this? Smart Boys? Okay. And then yours. Oh, first time. Okay.
I don't think any of my group members even.
Okay. Let's see. Did you at least do some research? Okay. Just present what you have, okay? If this is your first time, maybe you at least know what group you're in. Okay. Alright. Anyone about switching or anything? Just wait on that. We just want to know, just like the research did, like the whole this within this week. That's it. Okay. So yeah. So when you're switching to smartware, I know Nick, you also want to switch to smartware. Since you guys are just switching over, just let them present this, and then just handle this thing. So 3 minutes. Think about what you guys want to. Think about all these things. What you guys want to present. Okay. Yeah. Finish like I don't know. That's what made me know. Wow, so then we just have like 2 big groups right now. Let's see if. Okay, let's see. It's very quiet. Are you guys ready? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 people. Should work out. I give you guys 3 more minutes. I'm just gonna. This is 12:30. Not yet. Okay, hold on, just left. Okay, everyone, back to back over here. So then let's begin our little presentation. So, does anyone want to volunteer to go first on what they want on what they found? No. Okay, you guys are quiet over here. I mean, what would you guys say? Right? Smartware. Your group, start, present. So just stand up, and then just don't worry. You guys can look right here. You guys can just, there's a guy right here. So just stand up and then present what you guys found this week. Stand up. Yeah, stand up. Yeah, and then also introduce yourselves. That way everyone else will know too. Yeah. Whoever's in smartware, you want to stand up. Okay. That way we know like you guys are the first the initial group. Okay? Alright. Alright.
So I'm Ajit Ashok. So working on a device which can measure BP to smart beer.
So nowadays wearable devices are very convenient for measuring a lot of parameters like ECG, blood pressure, and temperature, everything. So in the last few decades, so the medical industries have started to develop the wearable devices a lot. So in the existing devices, due to the power consumption and everything, and for each parameter they are using a different sensors. So this will increase the weight of the entire watch. So our challenge is to overcome all these challenges by creating this using a one single sensor, and we are trying to measure all the parameters. So this is a main challenge, and even the cost effective, we are trying to make it cost effective, because when we see on the market like Omron BP monitor smartwatch, it was approved by the FDA and it cost approx like $500. And another is the Apple Watch. It is like 65,000 according to the Indian currency, but it's not approved by the FDA. So we are trying to develop a smartwatch that is cost effective and also like it's very lightweight and usable to the patients and everything.
So one way of solving this problem is we have to use a single sensor to measure most of the parameter vital signs. So we selected a sensor photoplethysmography PPG. We know about that because there are few parameters currently they are measuring with it like heart rate variability, oxygen, blood oxygen saturation. But this can be used for many vital signs too. Few like blood pressure, blood glucose monitoring like that. we cannot measure all the parameters, but most of it can be covered using this PPG. So that's what we have planned to do. PPG is actually a low-cost optical measuring technique which measures change in blood volume in our body. So we have planned to measure first, we have planned to measure BP through PPG. Blood pressure, as we know, it's a pressure of blood on the blood vessels. And the major problem with BP is hypertension, which is a high blood pressure, which is a reason for many cardiovascular diseases. So these must be monitored continuously. Current existing method we use sphygmomanometer to measure the BP, but this has a curve which creates discomfortability for the patient, which reduces motion. Yeah, and some curves are very heavy and sometimes painful. And there are some wearables like Apple Watch which can measure BP, but they are not too much accurate, so that they cannot be used for diagnosis. So our proposal is to create a non-invasive cuffless blood pressure monitoring using photoplethysmography. So we have like few ways of doing it. So the first way will be a pulse transit time, which needs a ECG sensor and the PPG sensor. So it makes it complex. So we are just rejecting it. The next one will be using the blood pressure through PPG, but using a cuff, which changes the pressure in the finger. So even that adds a curve with it. So we are rejecting that too. The third one will be parameter-based feature extraction, which actually is suitable but only for high-quality PPG signals which doesn't have much noise. The fourth one which we selected is frequency hold-based feature extraction, which is suitable for PPG which has more noise, and while filtering, if we even do lose some data, we can extract features using this method. So it actually starts with signal processing, then it goes to feature extraction and nonlinear regression, which creates an equation for us to measure the BP. So we are also planning on looking at different parameters like heart rate fibrillation and blood glucose measurement using PPG, but we haven't found any proper evidence of working on it. So if we found anything, we'll be adding to our research too. Thank you.
Okay. So I wasn't fully timing it, but I think it was about like 5 minutes. So yeah, pretty good. Okay. And you guys definitely like talked about like a lot of the key things that people are they should be like looking into for their project. So that's good. Okay. Anything else? Did you guys find in like when you guys were like researching? Did you guys like
Actually, we are trying to integrate more parameters with it, like heart rate fibrillation, as I said, and blood glucose, which is one of the important topics I'm looking into. I have found like few papers, but I need to make it more research, more deep research to find effective algorithm to find out.
You should know better, Pavan. People, we're in Middleburg Station here, and then we're also giving feedback. So then everyone should also be paying attention, so then everyone can also hear. Okay? Any feedback? Vlad.
Maybe just talk a little bit slower so I can get your words out clearer, but otherwise it's good.
Jocelyn, anything?
What have you guys include current devices in the flaws? And what have you guys are trying to improve current, try to set the smartwatch out there instead of trying to do it on your own? Because that way you'll just be wasting time if there's already something out there.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Let's go with Nick. You did some preliminary research. Could you just present what you just found and have? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So for mine, I was really confident that it would actually be predictable with the amount of time that we're going to have, but for my topic, my device was going to be like a small semi-robot, surgical robot that you would use when you went to outer space. Because one problem that astronauts are facing is when they get cuts on the fingers, it's really like a low probability of them healing up there in space.
feedback?
I think it was really good. You explained everything, like what the pros and cons of each idea, and you explained it clearly.
Jocelyn?
I really like the idea of a roll-on phase these features, whatever medical need. Just have a question. So if like at-ons like a parameter, what is the protocol that they have to do? Like if they get hurt there, what are the ways they can get better, become available to help them out?
So right now, the protocol is just make sure they close up the wound however they can, but right now they like just put band-aids on if it's something small, but if it's something major, they really don't have a set protocol for it. I'm sure they like have basic knowledge of what they're supposed to do, but like if they have a cut and they go out and they have to go out and fix the outside of the machine or the rocket for whatever reason, they can compromise themselves.
Okay. Well, you heard? Wait. I need to time this real quick. Okay, go ahead.
So our group is doing narcotics, and our problem statement is essentially improving user needs and quality. Because right now, people do pay a lot for like anything to help them have a better motion in life, but it's not like the price is really high. So our goal is to redesign a device, like give a better user quality to them. And one of our ideas was using my project from last year, the assisted vertical movement, which is redesigning the brace but adding more motion systems to it, like a springless system near the foot, and using a cheaper but more comfortable material for the users. If we do go on with that, we might start AutoCADing this year sooner than expected, but if that doesn't work out, there's also the wheelchair legacy project.
So we decided to delve into more multi-products, and we saw that there was a project that one of our previous BMEidea members is working on it. And so we decided to try to check out and see if we can either continue the project or improve upon what they already had set up. And so we did have plenty of ideas for improving comfort, improving design, and reducing the cost of manufacturing. And today we met with Vinod, who asked some pretty good ideas about that.
Yeah, so a lot of wheelchair users, they have a problem just like sitting there in one place, so it affects their posture and their comfort. So I was looking at ideas like maybe like a pressurized mat that like they could either manually or automatically shift, so they're like sitting in different positions, or like create a cushion with like customized contours to help with their posture. I think posture is a big issue when you're sitting in a wheelchair for long periods of time, so that's one thing I was looking at. But yeah.
Okay. Good. Nicely divided presentation. What was the problem statement that you guys identified?
It was improving user need with any type of robotic.
Okay.
We might not really read like.
Oh, okay, so that's why you said either continue your project
Or do the
do the wheelchair. So
Yeah.
then, okay. Jocelyn, do you have any feedback?
I think we did a good job like looking into multiple solutions, and we have previous members to ask the questions. Yeah.
Okay. And then I think we have one more group in the back, right? Yeah.
We don't have all our members here.
Yeah, our group's not here, but our company is starting last year.
Okay.
And we were
Yeah.
thinking about
Stand up and then present. Okay. So hold on. Wait. Let me just re-time this. That way we don't go over time. Okay. And go ahead. Get started.
So we were looking at the hypoelastic left heart syndrome, and
And essentially what it is when a baby is born, the left side of their heart is kind of smaller. So what the current procedure for that is open heart surgery. And
part is non-invasive. And then, yeah. So, Dustin, any?
Yeah. I was looking for a backup, another solution, because last year's cardiovascular group came across problems with their original ideas, and it's always good to have another solution in your back pocket. And is cardio like group balance alcohol?
No.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he has a lot of, yeah, cardiovascular stuff. So, yeah, you'll have a source of
Yeah,
someone to
very
go to
easy
if
to
they want.
Plus like Mel Fiore, who does a lot of research on cardio, so you can go to him for any questions.
Yeah. Hello?
I like how you found a good topic to stick with, but as Johnson said, to have backup in case one doesn't work out. But yeah, let's do it this time.
Going back to Dr. Bell theory, if you go up to the BME department and just like ask him, yeah, like you have this this problem here or this topic that you're pursuing. Ask him like perhaps if he has like any like suggestion or advice on how to approach your figuring out what kind of device or research or solution that you want to look into. Okay? Right, yeah. And then that's it, right? Anyone else is was on a different team and did not present? Did you?
I don't think we have a lot to talk.
That's not bad. Okay. What group are you? Initially? Huh? What's that?
So basically, what I have researched in this week is that I have some idea about. So from right now, they already like invent like an arm that can you can like feel it and stuff like that. And then problem is that they do not have a leg to do that also because I think because the sensor of the arm and the leg is kind of different. And that is one of my idea, but I don't think it's out of my range right now. And then another thing I think about is that the expensive of the material for the arm or like the equipment. So with our group, I'm thinking about like finding a material that can like also improve the quality of the equipment, and but also like lower the price of that. And that's what we're talking about this week. But
That was plenty enough. You had enough to present. So, yeah, good job. Let's see. Susie, how would you start? Feedback?
It's hesitation, just a lot of but it's okay as we walk you through it, we'll kind of help you get more comfortable standing up and designing. You did say you had a lot of products, which the things that you mentioned are just a lot of things that come up in the field of prosthetics, which in terms
present. So round of applause for you guys. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be really honest. So I know that we gave this like task out to you guys like just like a week ago. Really didn't think you guys actually got like that much information within just 1 week. So really good job everyone for doing all that. And let's go to okay. So how was it? How was pretty much the research? How did you guys like feel about it? I mean, let's start with you guys. Let's go first. How many hours did you guys spend on pretty much your preliminary research?
Going out like 2 to 3 days, past 2 to 3 days after all it's around.
April.
Yeah, we all did it.
Okay. Remind me of your name in the back. Who's looking at his phone right now? Yeah, too. So then, how long did it take you to research all that?
I spent about like 1 hour, 2 hours
1 hour.
per day,
Mhm.
like just reading through stuff and searching.
Okay. Nick, how long did it take you to find all that?
Probably about an hour a day when we first assigned it. There was a lot more that I didn't say, but it was because of how much went into searching over a lot, especially the new ones. So.
Okay. And then your guys' group, how long did it take you guys to do all the research?
A couple hours in the class test. It was just based off previous year projects, but looking into different types of positions, maybe an hour or two.
Alright. And is it an hour or two per day, or is it just like within the day?
An hour less, like maybe an hour a day.
Okay. And then how about you guys? How long did it took for
About 2 hours.
2 hours? And 2 hours, so right? Okay, so fine. Okay. Yeah. So and then how was pretty much presenting in front of everyone? Were you guys actually comfortable on presenting like, in front of just like I don't know how many, like 12 people here? Was it difficult for you guys to present? No?
Not
Did-
much difficult, not much easy, but like medium.
Okay. Did anyone has any difficulties standing up and presenting in front of? No? No one has any difficulties? I assume so. You guys all did well. So okay. And then so going back to your team coordination, like how was it for you guys? I mean, you guys had just like a week to just like, I don't know, maybe talk to, like, maybe like last Friday, you guys may have like talked to each other like for a little bit and stuff like that. But then within like the week, how was like your team coordination? Does anyone want to like share any of the experience? Nick?
Well, for the team, 2 out of the 3 people were on the fence about pursuing BMEidea still, so I didn't have a chance to talk about it. And then my other teammate, he was on the fence because he has a large workload this semester, so as far as the team, it wasn't really there per se. And then the research, are you going first? Research, I would say, is support because there's so many components. And it's just such a small device that it was like you had to like make sure you're very organized and make sure everything's matching up.
Pavan, how was your group's coordination?
It was mostly texting each other, keeping in touch if you find anything, if you couldn't do anything, when we usually start working on it out.
So you guys were talking to each other. You guys were you guys able also to meet in person perhaps on like the research? Anyone maybe?
No, not in person, but we got on like the Google Doc or something at the same time and collaborated on plans.
Okay. arranging times to meet up or anything like that, right?
Well, the first email was, does anyone have any ideas? And that was it.
Yeah, and stuff like that happens. So then, yeah, there's some things that just like you find that you meet with them, or you try to contact them. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't. Sorry. Sometimes they don't reply, and then there are some people who like like with your group, Nick. So then like people just don't have like the time because all of a sudden they have like they more workload instead for this year or just this summer or this semester. And then there are groups like where you guys took like the initiative to contact each other and get on the dock. You guys probably like arrange like a time to get on the dock together to work on your research and stuff like that. Okay, and then how would you guys like rank your guys' research? Was it easy? Was it hard? 1 being easy and then 5 being hard. As far as smartware?
3.5? 4?
You probably did your own research, right? No? Okay. Okay, doesn't matter. Prosthetics.
I think about 4 because most of the projects is already done, and then the way to improve it is just like upgrade it more and more, or like finding like less expensive material, and that's the hard part because we don't have like really like a knowledge to upgrade it, or like have like a few of these to to minimize the price. So.
Nick, how about you?
I previously said 4, but I probably bump it up to 5 if I still continue with it for
Oh. How about orthotics group?
2,
Q?
if we already have something to base off of, so like we don't have to push already there. Just needs to be another one.
Alright, cardio? How'd you rank it?
It was
5?
5.
And was it probably because you guys probably didn't know like where to start and stuff like that, right? Okay. Alright. So everyone could like sort of see like different gauges on like this is pretty much how you guys like research on and what you guys find. Sometimes like with Nick he said it was supposed to be 4, but if he was to continue probably a 5. So that tends to happen a lot when you dive deeper into your research. You find that there are a lot more difficulties, more obstacles in the way that may actually prevent you from continuing on. And and then like for Pavan's group, where you guys rank it at a 2, it's understandable because pretty much you guys already had like most of the like research already done. It's just more of like just adding on to more. Whereas for cardio, they didn't have like team coordination or even know anywhere how to even start research. So what BMEidea is going to try do for you guys is that we want to pretty much help you guys along with like the research and make it maybe not too easy, but just a little bit more challenging in a way, but it's not too hard to the point where you guys give up. Okay, and then were there any challenges that besides any team coordination? I know Nick, you already said like it's difficult. So how about anyone else? Did you guys found any challenges that in like within like your research? Anything? No? No challenges. Okay, that's totally fine. Okay. Did anyone ask for help for when you guys were doing research? No? Pavan, did you ask for help?
asking other group members or like
Just asking anyone to help you start looking into research. Okay. Yeah. And that's what we also want to push you guys to also do is that, um, like, yes, all this research it's really hard. Even like when you get into prototyping, it's even more difficult. But it's also what a, what we want to also push you guys to do is ask for help. There's plenty of resources like on campus to help you guys along. Like for the research, we have pretty much librarians are there are certain or there are a few librarians that are more dedicated to like the BME like major, so they can help you with like research on like some like the medical devices and stuff like that. You have our professors who in the BME department, you guys could just always go up, ask them like a few questions about like your topic and what you guys need help on. And then there's also us. Um, every all the officers in BMEidea has experience at least with researching, and then at least two of us had experience with prototyping. So we're also a good source to pretty much talk to if you guys need help. Okay, so I got some bad news for you guys. Okay, so quickly, overall, the whole BMEidea process, yes, it's going to be hard. So I gave you guys about like under 5 minutes to present. Ultimately, we want to push you guys to be able to present all your research, your results, and all that in a 1 minute elevator pitch. Because if you were to present your finished project to, let's say, a industry professional, if they get bored like within like that 5 minutes or so, you're not going to get all your information through. They're going to lose interest. So by practicing your 1 minute pitch on your entire project, you guys would be able to pretty much get all the key points in and keep the industry professional at least interested, so then they'll be able to ask you guys questions. And then time conflicts with your team members. So everyone has school, everyone has work, or some people has work. So you guys will also find a lot of difficulties arranging times to actually do some research or divide the work. And also, again, emphasizing on new discovery on as you dive deeper into your research, obstacles will come up, and you guys might hit like a dead end, especially like if you're trying to push for this project that you want to do, and then all of a sudden there's like a roadblock in the way. There may be a chance that might be assigned to pretty much try another project. And then, can we even make this? So like, going back to like Nick, where you research onto like the surgical little robot for astronauts, like you looked into it and then you discover like the difficulties of like even being able to make this. Can you even make this? You guys are going to run into a lot of those, and we also want to emphasize that is we want you guys to try to at least make like an actual physical like prototype to actually like present. So this is definitely a key thing that everyone should keep in mind. Can you actually make your solution into an actual physical thing? Okay. All right, but we have some good news and some encouragement. Practice makes close perfect. So the 1 minute elevator pitch and everything, we'll be pretty much drilling you guys over and over this entire academic year, making sure that you guys are ready to present and to industry professionals. That way, you guys, get a job. Get the job that you guys might be looking for. It's also good practice for public speaking. So it's a good skill to pretty much have. So we'll drill you guys on that. Again, we mentioned about sources of help, professors, us, and other sources that I mentioned before. And then key thing is team coordination. So you guys will be yeah, you guys be like switching up teams like today, but when you guys do dive into like the research with your team and stuff, the best way to keep your team together is if you guys just constantly, talk and discuss with one another, arrange some times, and then, you know, don't make enemies of your team members. They're there to help you guys, so make friends with them. Okay? So, and also we want to say that it's okay to fail, but don't give up. So you have a whole entire academic year to the fall semester and the spring semester. So you guys will have plenty of time to do research and then prototype. And even when you guys are prototyping, like perhaps it didn't came out as what you all planned, but that's not a sign that says like, okay, well, this project's no good. I think we're calling it quits. Don't do that, because at the very least, like, yes, the project failed, but you guys learned something from the failure, and that way, when you guys also push to like your senior project, you at least know, okay, well, I want to pursue this. I've done this research before, but this idea doesn't work. I shouldn't do it again. So, again, it's okay to fail. Just don't give up, because if you give up, your team members might be quite upset with you, and then you also might make the whole team just collapse. So, encourage each other. Try to keep your teams together. Push them to, stay together. Keep doing your research and prototyping and all that, and you guys should be fine.
To
And-
piggyback on that, I
Yeah.
guess a little bit. I guess, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Like, if you're gonna fail, I guess this is this is kind of the spot to fail. You're kind of getting inside your own world. We're not grading you or anything. We're not investing money into this. It's not a company. It's kind of just a side project that you guys are taking interest in, which we really appreciate. But kind of just learn from your failures here. A lot of companies, other big corporations and stuff, they see success in the one idea, but there's a lot of bad things that came from that good idea. So just kind of make sure that don't get discouraged from if your idea doesn't fail, because from a lot of successful people, they have a lot of failures behind them that they learn from. So take this opportunity to kind of figure out what you want to do, because we're all young. And so you might be going into an idea that you think you like, but then figure out that you actually want to pursue something else. So just take this opportunity to learn from all your mistakes, essentially.
I mean, Susie, did you actually succeed with your prototype last year?
No, I did not. So last year I did electric hydro bandage, and so when we were prototyping, the bandage part kept kind of crumbling. But it was just kind of a learning experience, and just kind of prototype and actually had to go and create a hydrogel bandage, because I've never done that before, or none of us have really done that before. So it's a learning experience. We have to go and do more research into what actually goes into making a bandage that is actually suitable for human contact and won't kill you. Not that it can kill you or anything. I'm not.
Okay. And then also, what's the most important part is also pursue your passion. So then, pursue what you guys are really interested in. So, if you're going into like a topic that you find like, okay, yeah, I don't think I could really get into this, you shouldn't be like pretty much sticking to that topic. So find like the topics that you're interested in. That way you guys also stick with it, and then know your wants and what your needs. So if you want to get into this topic, so that's one thing. And then if you need to do this topic, That's another thing. So, for example, if like it's if you want to pretty much make a lot of money, let's just say, right? It's more that's like more of the driving force just to I want to get into like this topic because I want to like make like a lot like a money to pretty much sell my product my idea out there versus I genuinely want to get into this topic because this topic and this idea because it's something that the world probably needs, and I think I need to pretty much push that idea out. So as some of us are biomedical engineers, we sort of want to try to push you guys to more on like, the needy side instead of just want. Okay? Did you want to? You look like you want to say something.
Oh, I was gonna joke and say go for the money one, but
So sometimes it's not all about money because then sometimes.
that's full responsibility, guys, as biomedical engineers. So just remember that you guys should be pushing ideas that are gonna be good, and not the blood project that's gonna like. You remember that? I don't remember the name of that project, that company. It was essentially a company that was saying they could like find any kind of disease.
Wasn't it Theranos or something?
Yeah, Theranos. Isn't that?
No?
A company called Theranos was saying that we can find any disease from a drop of blood, but essentially they used all their data, and it was a huge disaster. And like one of the biggest examples of unethical biomedical devices, so avoid that.
Yeah, we don't talk about Theranos and BME is what our professor would say. And yeah, the wants and needs also reflects with BMEidea. Do you guys actually want to pretty much do research, or do you feel like you need to actually stay with BMEidea so then you guys can get ahead? That's something for you guys to decide. And we're not trying to like push you guys away or anything, but like if you feel like this is something that you don't want to do, we won't. We're not forcing you to like to stay or anything. But yeah. So just like know if you want to stick with us, and then keep going from there. Okay. So what we expect from you guys? So everyone, there's some people here will be switching topics. So I ask everyone to just sort of think about your current topics, because then you're pretty much going to just stick with it after this meeting right here, because the teams are going to be finalized, and you guys will get into the real research now. So yeah, so choose your topic, stick with it. Team coordination, so we expect you guys to exchange communication info, emails, phones, any other information that you guys get your hands on, and then also make a team drive on your SJSU email, I guess. Should we do?
Email?
Yeah, the SJSU email one. I think it's easier to make a drive from there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That way you guys, because then you guys also be collecting like a lot of information. You guys need a place to store it. And then have in-person team meetings. We emphasize in-person because if you guys just text each other or just, do everything like virtually, you guys don't meet each other, you guys don't, there's no like, real interaction between each other. So what we find is last year is that people who tend to just resolve things over text and everything, their team just eventually just break up. So we don't want that. So try to arrange in-person meetings, and then also establish a team leader. within your group. That way, at the very least, you have someone that you could pretty much pretty much help guide the team. That way, you guys are not just like deciding like amongst like yourselves, like, oh, I want to just do this, but someone else also wants to do this. Like, you guys need to coordinate like a team leader to establish like pretty much how to get your whole project done. Okay, and then stay on top of your weekly tasks. So like we're going to allow pretty much you guys to like go at your own pace in a way. We'll be continuing assigning your any weekly task, and it's up to you to pretty much refine it or pretty much get on top of that. And if you guys are behind and stuff like that, well, we don't want that. So just stay on top of the weekly task. And then also, contact us if you have any questions. That's a given. And then try and also attend our weekly meetings in person. I know that some people have difficulties like in different times or maybe work. But the most effective way for us to give you information is just by attending in person. That way we give you information firsthand. And then start early, finish strong. So again, don't give up. So a lot of you already started like your research already. Like you guys emailed me about like, oh, we have like this idea that we want to focus on like right now. So and we encourage you guys just to take the initiative on whatever you guys need. And don't let us don't let us slow you down. Okay, so if you guys feel like you guys are on the next step already, just talk to us, review like what you guys have, and then we could just give you guys the next task if you guys want. And also, when we also give directions, like your weekly tasks and all that, be sure to just try and follow it the best you guys can. We had like an issue with that like last year, and that slowed the whole prototyping process down, so we don't want that. And besides that, practice, but also give yourself some time. So this is not like a schoolwork, it's more like just a thing that you guys are doing on like your own personal time. So we don't want you to like overwhelm yourself with this. So give yourself some time to also relax, have your time, to yourself, go out with friends, have a drink or something. Sometimes. Yeah. Okay. So what do we need from all of you? So in order to stay with BMEidea, you also need a BMES membership. How many of you are actually part of BMES right now? Raise your hand. Hi. Is that a lot of you? Wow. Okay, good. That's a lot of you. Great. So a lot of you are already ahead. So for some of you who aren't BMES members, get your membership done. It's $30 for an annual fee to the national BMES, but you pretty much have access to both BMES and BMEidea. So it's 2 for 1, 3 for 1 deal.
Oh, really? Because you get access to a lot of the industry stuff as well. So.
Yeah. And then maximum effort. Just keep doing your best at your work. We don't want you guys to slack and then slowly drift away from us. So by putting in at least your best effort into like your task and everything, you guys will stay engaged. Weekly reports is just like this, just like little presentations like this that we're going to do, just to check up on you guys. Budgets, is something that you guys should keep in mind when you guys are researching and looking into your ideas. Like we said in the beginning, we currently right now have about like $1,200 for the whole club, but keep in mind that it's going to be divided to like each group. So when you guys are looking into your ideal projects, try not to look for like something extremely expensive to make. So that's like a task that you guys should just keep in mind of. And then evidence, we need pictures, any video recordings, and definitely some written documents just to show like you guys are doing stuff. And we'll ask you guys to pretty much share your team drives with us, so then we can just check up on all that. And also with pictures and video recordings, that's just something that we want to have to show future BMEidea members. And then we also have a post-award report. So when we won the college engineering grant, they also asked us to have a report. All we need from you guys is just all your evidence of your research and also your prototypes. And it's okay if it's not finished. It's just that we just need to just show them that we've been using that money for something. And that's pretty much due January 15th. Optional is food. I don't know if you guys actually want food for our meetings. That's something we probably have to put a poll out for. Yes?
Do you guys want food?
You guys want food?
Yes? No?
Or is it because everyone has like lunch already and stuff, so you guys not thinking about it? Okay. Well, I guess we'll just send out a poll for that.
Okay.
On that, yeah. And we'll pretty much decide whether you guys want snacks or you guys actually want meals. But if we do actually do snacks, it's just we'll just probably ask you guys like $20. That's it.
That's for the entire year, not for each meeting.
Okay, so I already did this already. So, any questions? I think at this point in time, I think we're running out of time. So we'll probably be crunching a lot of this stuff next meeting instead. Okay. So I'm just gonna go to the pretty much weekly task or skip around. Let's see.
While he's doing that, I know some of you are already in the mentorship program. I keep announcing it. If you guys are interested in having a mini mentor, please reach out to me. We'd love to have you. I'm setting up the email so that way you guys can choose your mentors today. So if you guys are interested in kind of having that, reach out to me. I think my email's somewhere there, but if it's not, just talk to me afterwards. But we're also going to have a picnic next week on Friday, so after our meeting here, you guys are free to go and join us on Tower Lawn to go and have a picnic. We're all going to food. You guys can come and meet all the mentors. Even if you're not a mentor with me, feel free to come by. We'd love to have you. So, free food, essentially. Joy for free food.
Okay, so I'm just gonna finish up, and we'll reveal some of this next week. So, task for next week: start doing your real research into like your topics and stuff like that, and also pretty much for next week is just pretty much the same thing. Pretty much present your problem statement, and then also your idea solutions, and then also any additional information you guys want to share with us. So that's next week's task. So we expect you guys to have a little bit more like a solid like statements on like especially like the problems. And I think yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining us. Do you have any questions right now? Yes.
Yeah, so are you guys going to finalize the timings for next week?
Okay.
What time for when
The
we're meeting?
meetings, yeah.
I believe it's at 12 here, right?
Well, I'm actually debating whether should we actually stick with this time or should we stick with the previous time, because currently right now it looks like we have how many groups are here? Because I know people are changing up groups, so I know
And also
over here it's all smartware, right? Everyone's here is on smartware team.
And also we're on campus.
Are you switching or no? Oh, the prosthetic. No.
I think one of my group mates is have passing right now.
Okay.
That's why we attending two other.
Okay, totally fine. And then let's see, 2, 3, 4, 4 groups.
Yeah, class right now too, so.
Oh, okay. We'll pretty much email you guys about it. So, yeah. Yep. Well, that's pretty much it. Okay. So this is just a preview next week.
Who's going to hackathon? You are?
Okay.
We did hackathon prep next Tuesday.
Was everyone able to sign in?
Yes, people who are late, please sign in.